Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode here, Tribal Trades, the daily show. I'm actually recording this slightly after the market close. We've had the market close, the daily close, and so this won't actually be pushed out for about another 9 hours. And so we could see some volatility, some change in price, but we're going to jump into the charts. If you have not hit the like button already, if you could do so, that would help get this content out to more people. And of course, all the comments and questions, I appreciate those. I get back to those as soon as I can. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to our ever-growing channel already, if you click on the subscribe button, you'll grow the channel. and you'll get notified when there's any new videos that come out. Okay, so we looked at the we're going to look at Bitcoin, we're going to look at Ethereum, we're going to look at Solana, we're going to look at my cheat sheet. I've made some updates there, but let's jump into a little bit of news here. And of course, as I posted in the Discord earlier today, and if you haven't signed up for the Discord, go to the links below in the description, stockswithjosh.com. The cheat sheet's also in the Discord, a bunch of other helpful links as well. So this has flashed a buy signal. We've been waiting for that, and it's in buy territory. Now, this buy signal that has gone isn't always 100%. It's got a strike rate of about 65%. So you do need to be careful and caution with it. You can see here the other times that the hash ribbons have gone off. There's been some upside, but then there was downside. That was the COVID crash. And then we're up, and then we're up, and then we're up. And it seems like every time there's been one, here's one where we went down. Okay, so just very careful. Down here, obviously, but that was in a bear market. And we've gone and fired one. We went up and then came down. And then we've got a new one here. So just keep in mind that it doesn't have 100% strike rate, but it has the last 4 times during the bull trend, we did see 120% move up. So certainly there are a lot of indicators showing that I feel that we won't get a failure signal. Now look, we could come down a little bit. There was a good question asked in the Discord, which was how long after, on average, did the blue buy signal flash, did then Bitcoin start to move up? Again, I thought that was a good question. It does look like it does seem to happen fairly quickly, although sometimes it's gone down. And so that's just what to be aware of on that. We also had a lot of Bitcoin still in accumulation phase. Of last month, 358 Bitcoin has moved to permanent holder addresses. The whales keep accumulating, okay? People are panic selling. The whales are just scooping up that Bitcoin. So certainly something to just keep in mind as well. And I think with the Mt. Gox, I think that was just a lot of FUD. We didn't really see anything happen. You can see trading volumes and exchange flows are normal. And if there is any price drop, it would just be through people's fear, not from actual Mt. Gox sell-off. And it's interesting here as the ETF inflows versus Grayscale, because that's what it's been like. Yes, it's still in the positive, but again, these high fees on Grayscale, way higher than everybody else, are just pushing people out of they're taking profit, they're getting out, and unfortunately, the price of ETH just didn't pump, and we just saw more downtrend. And I think we're going to have to really wait until we see any kind of change there with the Ethereum situation. We're going to have to wait until the Grayscale selling slows down before I think we'll see any significant pump in Ethereum. So that would be interesting. Going back to Mt. Gox here, the surprising turn is creditors receiving long-awaited Bitcoin payments are choosing to hold. So they're not selling, or a lot of them aren't selling. I'm sure some people are selling, but they're not selling. So very interesting on that. So let's have a look at the charts here. And let's start with Bitcoin. You can see we went up. We had a deviation above the trend line. Now we're back. We're back below this trend line. and there is support there at 63,700 on the 50-day moving average. So that is a line that we really need to hold. If we lose that and retest under that, and there is our ribbons, our EMA ribbons here, then we could most certainly, I think, if we came below and banged our head on that, we're going to be coming back to 62, 61, and maybe as low as 59. Remember, this 200 EMA is trending upwards. We've got the CMA gap down there as well. If you're looking at accumulate Bitcoin, this is certainly a level there at about 63,700, and then 62, 61, and then more buy orders at 59. So I would stack my buy orders in that way and build positions there on Bitcoin. Now, if we go to Ethereum, well, Ethereum's not had a great day today, unfortunately. Didn't have a good day yesterday, and we have lost the 50-day moving average with Ethereum. It has closed under it. And so I think this is what we saw down here. If you look, where we saw banging away and then eventually broke through. We saw the same thing here. We just hammered away on it and then suddenly broke through. Right now, it looks likely that we come down and retest this 200 EMA at 3130 currently, or around about that level. Now, we don't have to. We may not. We may just kind of bang around here for a little bit. Maybe we'll break back above and shoot off. But right now, the more likely move seems to come down to here. Possibly, if we don't hold this 200 EMA, I would say it's unlikely that we'll go below 2,800. I'd be very shocked if we went below 2,800. I would expect us to find some support between 2,800 and 31. So if I was buying Ethereum, I would be looking at about 3,150. And then I'd be looking at about 3,000, and then I'd probably be looking at about 2,900 and then 2,800. So those would be my four levels for Ethereum that I would be looking for. And all right, so let's look at the Solana chart, because who would have thought that Solana would be behaving like Ethereum when the Ethereum ETF fired off? And so that's very surprising. You can see here, I mean, goodness, we're well above the 50-day moving average. Again, if I'm looking to accumulate any Solana, we can see, though, what is encouraging here with Solana is anytime these EMA ribbons get stretched out, it really likes to come back to it. And you can see it's really stretched out right now. So I wouldn't be surprised if we came back, 165 to around 165, because this is coming up. So around 165, down to 160 to 165, and then another buy area would be around 150, and then we're coming down to around the 200 EMA at about 140, and then we have some Lux algo buy orders in there at about 125. So if I was putting bids in there, I'd be 160 to 165, 150, 140, and about 125 would mean my buy orders for here. In case there's like a flash crash, you might be able to pick up some more Solana on the trade. All right, so we're going to jump into my cheat sheet here. And so what I've got here in the cheat sheet, I have added some links. And you see all the links here. We can sign up, and I am going to cover Bitfinex again in the coming days. I have added a lot more coins to the portfolio, and you can trade on Bitfinex in the USA. You just need a NordVPN. So again, you come down here, sign up for a NordVPN, okay? And then you would turn that on to a different country, not the USA. And then you would go to Bitfinex and you would sign up just with your email address. No KYC required. Don't do KYC. And then you essentially transfer funds from Coinbase or from Crypto.com or from Uphold, and you can then send that over to Bitfinex like USDT. If you want to know how to do that, see my very first video getting started. I might link that here somewhere. I'm just not sure where. I've also added my life-changing gains. And so there was a question today, well, I don't want to day trade. I just want to buy, hold, and sell on the way up. Perfect. This is the series for you. This will show you exactly how to do that. Just buy and then sell on the way up. Be 90% out by the way before the top comes in. And now if you want to day trade, it's my money printing method here. Here are all the YouTube links on my YouTube channel. Just makes it easier for you to find it. But this is where you want to go and educate yourself and learn the trading strategy. Now, once you've done this, then you can go to my cheat sheet. And I've got all these amazing tokens that have performed very well against Bitcoin. That means if you've been in those tokens so far this year, then you would be up against Bitcoin. It would have been better for you to hold these tokens than Bitcoin, okay? And it's got all the entries that are here. And of course, Arweave is not in the entry zone. I've highlighted in orange all the coins that are still in entry zones. Brett is almost back to an entry zone. I think it was on 12 cents. Maybe it's back to 11 already. I'd have to check. But all of these are still, and this might be your last opportunity. You may not get an opportunity after this. Once the market truly takes off, you won't see these prices again, likely until the bear market, unless we have a mid-cycle correction like last time. Maybe you'll get fortunate and some of these will come down, but this could be the last opportunity to accumulate. Now, we don't know when the market's going to truly take off. If it takes off at the same time it did last cycle, it's going to be in the final quarter, all right? October, November, December, somewhere in there. And we're sitting at the end of July right now. So we've got July, August, September. We might get a little bit of a pullback, and that will be it. And then we're off to the races. By January next year, this cheat sheet may be closed off. I may be saying I don't recommend buying at these prices because the risk reward, the upside is just not there. Okay, so these are the entry levels. Most of them have been hit. If you've been following along, you will be in profit in a lot of these, by the way, because you average down your price. But these are your entries. So all you need to do is load up your Bitfinex account or Coinbase, wherever you're trading, and put in buy orders, and then put your sell orders in for TP1, TP2, TP3, and for Moonbag, and that's it. You can just go and come back in 6 months, 9 months, 1 year. You don't have to do anything. The exchange will do it all for you. It will buy when it hits those levels, and it will sell when it hits these levels. And I'm going to do a tutorial showing you how to do that on Bitfinex, because that's how I trade. July 4th, I was in an area where I couldn't buy the dip. But guess what? I had all my buy orders set. So when my sell service came back to me, I was able to see all these buy orders that got hit. And then when the market pumps, I'll be able to see all my sell orders that I have in there get hit, because they're all preset in advance, okay? And so you can take that kind of investor kind of mentality, or you can take the day trading, or you can do a little bit of both. I teach that you can be the day trader, but also have an investment portfolio and a day trading portfolio and an accumulation portfolio. And I teach this in life-changing gains. So it's very simple. You're either a trader who just wants to buy a bunch at dollar cost average at these low prices and then just sell as the market pops up. And so if you're that kind of trader, this can work for you. Life-changing gains. Check those links out. But then if you're a day trader and you want to trade actively daily and learn my money printing method, you can come here and you can do it here. So I've got something for everybody here that you can learn to do. And if you want to do both, you can do both. And if you want to learn how to accumulate, where you buy cost average at the bottom and then you sell, but then you rebuy and then you sell and rebuy and sell, rather than just the hodl strategy, which is just buy and then sell on the way up, and you're not rebuying at any time. So there's 3 strategies, and the most involved is the day trade strategy. The second most involved is the accumulate, because you are buying, selling pumps and rebuying the coin and dips and rinse, repeat all the way up. So you're a little bit less involved than day trading. And then you've got the real smooth and easy one, which is just the hodl. And the hodl one is where you just buy and then you just have those sell orders set on the way up, and that's it. And you don't have to do anything. You don't have to look at the charts. You don't even have to watch my videos if you don't want to. You can just basically watch the system take profits for you. So I'm going to put out a video on that. I'm going to show you all 3 strategies using the Bitfinex exchange. And I would really encourage you, if you haven't done so, please sign up for the Bitfinex exchange. It's free to sign up, absolutely free. And then you just move USDT from Coinbase to Bitfinex. That's it. And then you trade on Bitfinex. Please use this link. It's a referral code. And obviously, it's going to help support this channel. It's also going to give you some goodies, some reduced trading fees and so forth. So it's a win-win situation. But, if you're not in the USA, there's BitGet, there's Bybit, there's also KuCoin, and probably my favorite for non-USA is Mexi. And there's also OKX. So you have a lot of other options. Mexi probably has all the coins. Bitfinex has most of the coins. Bybit and BitGet has not as many as Mexi, but a little bit more than Bitfinex. So there's plenty there, but you've got to use the NordVPN. And if you're in the USA, you can't use BitGet, you can't use Bybit, you can't use KuCoin, you can't use Mexi, and you can't use OKX. Your options are Coinbase and Bitfinex and Crypto.com, and of course Uphold as well. And if you haven't signed up for Uphold, again, these are referral codes. You can use these. You'll get some free crypto. I'll get some free crypto. Same with Crypto.com and same with Coinbase. So please utilize these links. They're here to help you. We've got the Lux Algo as well. We refer to that. I do teaching on that and life-changing games. It's well worth the price of the subscription. There's TradingView as well. And of course, NordVPN. I don't believe that anybody should be browsing the internet without a NordVPN, whether you're doing your online banking, paying a bill, trading crypto. Your NordVPN keeps you private. It stops people knowing who you are, because otherwise your identity is exposed and your location is exposed, and you are very open for scammers and phishing. People fish your information and so forth. And so I would just highly recommend, just for a couple of bucks a month. Plus, if you want to use Bitfinex and some other DeFi wallets, you do need to have a NordVPN. So especially for a crypto trader, it is well worth having the NordVPN, especially using a Phantom wallet or a MetaMask wallet. Your identity and your location are completely exposed. So I do highly recommend that. You will get a few months free if you sign up using my link, and you'll get a percentage off as well. Maybe you get a 75% discount, plus you get some few months free. I know they're always changing the deals, so please check that out. Okay, and I'll probably put all of my educational stuff on here, so it's just easy to find. I've got how to trade on Base, how to trade on Phantom Wallet, getting started, showing you, which is my very first video back at the end of May that I put out, where you can transfer your liquidity from Coinbase to Bitfinex and other platforms as well. And so I will look to put my educational content. I may change the name of this tab to education. I probably will. And I'll look to put all my educational stuff there, so it's all in one convenient place. I want this crypto cheat sheet to be a roadmap, a blueprint for you in this bull run, so that we can achieve financial freedom together. And I'm here to help you along the way as best possible that I can. Remember, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. It's for education and entertainment purposes only. I do just want to again say this could be our last chance to get some of these prices here. I give all my entries here on all these coins. I give you all the exits. I give you my moon bag. I've even put the average entries in there. I put the exchanges to buy it. I've ranked them. I put risk levels for you. I've marked in orange the ones that are still in buy zones. All right, we're going to wrap it up right there. And again, I really appreciate you tuning in, all the people that take the time to watch this, take time out of their day to educate themselves and invest in themselves. I applaud you. Thank you for supporting the channel and supporting the content.